occasionally, but makes videos about other topics.
Yeah, I'd
as
say it's like kind of turning into a science/journalism channel.
Yeah.
It's sort of left the music spectrum, but it still is very rooted in audio. Yeah, I mean, I guess I would also kind of moving into privacy and sort of moving into that like political territory a little bit, but especially with things like privacy, security, stuff like that.
Yes.
And this is, I have a bunch of prototypes of microphone jammers. And the microphone jammers, these are generally designed for like Amazon Echo devices, Google Homes, and many types of cell phones. So some different cell phones are affected by them differently, but this one, for example, is like the most broad one that will jam as many cell phone devices as you put in front of it. And I guess I'll just give you an example. Let me get a phone. I'll record a video and I'll just send that to you for your viewers.
Is this thing on right now?
It is not on right now. Yeah. Would you mind holding this, like pointed at
Bobble?
us? Yeah. I am showing Rick Beato my microphone jammers. I'm going to tell him a little secret now about...
Is it on right now? Was it on?
It was. It was on. Yeah. It's off now. I am showing Rick Beato my microphone jammers. I'm going to tell him a little secret now about a very specific thing that we have heard about. And I'm just talking nonsense because hopefully the phone is not picking it up at all.
Is it on right now? Was it on?
It was. It was. It was on. Yeah. Yeah. Well, let's make sure it worked before moving on to a... Microphone jammers. I'm going to tell him a little secret now about
That is amazing. So Ben, how does this thing work? What is it doing there?
Yeah, so it basically sends ultrasonic waves, which is above the human range of hearing. Yep. Dogs can hear this. I can't use this when my dogs are around. I have to put them in a different building to use this because they freak out. And it uses ultrasonic sounds to just send a lot of acoustic pressure to any microphone that'll pick it up. Phones, Amazon Echo devices, things like that pick up those sounds. But they also have noise correction. Like if you just play like an ultrasonic tone, they'll just say, okay, well, let's just ignore this tone.
Yep.
And so this one actually is modulated with like several specific frequencies to try and overload the microphone.
Going between them, and that's why it gives it that.
Yeah, and in this, you could actually hear the phone trying to. You could hear the phone.
Sound like Skrillex.
Yeah, yeah. You could actually hear the phone trying to, like at points it'll be much louder and it'll almost sound like the microphone's crispy or something, like it's almost like damaging it. It's not, but that's the phone trying to avoid it and failing to do it. So one way or another, this is either going to be incredibly and distractingly loud, or it's going to be you're not going to be able to hear anything. You're just going to hear distortion. So this I generally made. If you want to be if we were having a very secret meeting in a conference room, you could just turn this on, and then any sort of listening devices would not be able to hear it clearly. But it also...
Do you use this frequently, Ben?
I sleep with it on, so nobody could hear my thoughts while I'm dreaming. Yeah, no, it's... I don't actually use it that often, but I have thought about uses where, like, if I were to go on tour again and play a song that I didn't want the world to hear, I just wanted this audience to hear, you could just say, okay, and then you could just turn that on, and then at the very least, anybody trying to secretly record it with their phone will then,
this is a great use of it then.
Yeah, just shoot sonic weapons at your audience. That's great.
Would you call that a sonic weapon?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, yeah, I guess it's doing something nefarious, even if I could argue that it's much more nefarious to secretly record someone, but it is doing so. So I guess I would call it a weapon to some degree. And then LRADs do use frequencies like this. They're just handled a little bit differently, and they're a lot
LRADs
louder. Long-range acoustic devices, but they're also... that, like, when you see a protest or something, and then you see those giant speakers that the cops or whoever it is that is holding, it's a lot of different agencies use them. They'll point them at the crowd and shoot high frequency sound waves at them to get people to disperse rapidly. Unfortunately, often causing them hearing damage and making them trample one another when doing so. So I very much disagree with the use of them.